Hi. If you've ever wondered, how do I become a certified coach? You've come to the right place. When we can live life on our terms, on a holistic level, taking into account not just our business lives, but also our health, all of our relationships, from friends, family, partners, the world changes. So when it comes to becoming a certified coach, variety of different ways and things to go through. But the 4 areas we're going to talk about today, number 1 are A, defining what you need to do legally. Do I legally need to be a certified coach? If so, what's that look like? B, is there a way that I can do some sort of supplement that allows me to go deeper and create a more unique value prop that's a differentiator between you and other coaches? 3, why is that important? And last, how would you do that? So to start with, let's talk about the type of coach you are. Now, obviously, if you are a financial coach, maybe even a physical coach, in some cases, it's going to be different from municipality to municipality on what you quote unquote need to be legally licensed. What I'm going to suggest in these cases is for you, A, to start with, first off, where do I want to be? Where do I want to end up going, and what does that look like? Find other people in that industry who've already gone through and done it, and start to ask them, what are the certifications that you had to go through to become a coach? Now, if you've already done this, you've got a pretty good idea of where you're at. But don't be afraid of reaching out to people and saying, hey, I'm considering looking at this. Would you have a few minutes? If they hang up on you and say, yeah, no, I'm not interested. Fair enough, it's okay. But somebody will be. If you ask for people's help, they're gonna sense that you're trying to better yourself, and more often than not, people will be more receptive. Now, the other alternative is you can go to the trade associations for the specific type of business you're in, that you're looking to become a coach in, and start seeing what the certifications are in that space. Or you can go to the Secretary of State and go to the federal or state, typically it's going to be state and local municipalities that regulate this. I can't tell you what fits for your municipality, because you know what? It is like throwing a damn dart on a board. Everything is all over the place. But more often than not, coaching is open, more so than a lot of people think. It's not nearly as hard to become a coach in certain areas. Now, there's a variety of other tools, things that you may need, E&O insurance, errors and omissions insurance. There's a whole bunch of other stuff you need. And if you want, you're welcome to go over to our other channel, theaspiringsolopreneur.com. We've got a whole bunch of things there on how to do startups and how to get things going. But today, conceptually, we're talking about more just the certification process and additional supplements that you can look at. So the second question is what is going to make you unique? That's one of the big areas that I look at for certifications, is how are you going to stand out against others in the crowd? So you may have a baseline certification, fair enough, that's important. But what's going to make you unique, make you step above others? And that's one of the areas where, candidly, at lifeon-yourterms.com, we offer a certification course that helps people, and it empowers coaches to go much, much deeper. I've worked with people all around the world, and I primarily do high-end executive coaching and advising. And the people are like, well, dude, how is it you get to work with these people for sometimes 5 years and charge what you charge? Well, the reality is that I'm not looking at just that person's business. I'm not just helping them solve business problems, but we're addressing things on a holistic level. We're helping people really dive in a lot further. So you're more than welcome, even just to have a little taster sampler, is if you go to the lifeon-yourterms.com site, there's a tool called the balance wheel. It takes about less than 10 minutes to take the assessment, and it'll give you immediate results. You're welcome to use this tool, just this one, to start and work with your clients. But we have coaches who are in the ultra running business. We have coaches who are in the business realm. We have people who are helping people find new jobs, a variety of different stretches all over the place. And they use the Life on Your Terms tools, because what it does is it gives them a whole separate set of tools that lets people go a little bit deeper and work with people in a different way. Now, it doesn't mean that they aren't using their skill set that they've already defined in whatever space that is, whether it's health, fitness, finance, anything. But this gives tools that lets them address and work with the entire person, work with the whole person on a holistic level. And a lot of times coaches are set on a very specific linear path on this is how we do things. But somebody ends up having relationship challenges, or maybe their health is going sideways, or other things are impacting that. And this is where having the Life on Your Terms tools really, really helps. So some of the high-level tools that we have are the balance wheel for basically doing an assessment. Once we have that assessment, then people can use the same tool to start to learn how to visualize in different segments of what amazing can look like. We go through and we talk about what are the stories, what are the limiting beliefs, what's the mindset that's been holding back. And we teach our coaches very specific phraseologies and wording that they can use to help their coaches break through those next levels. Or excuse me, their clients break to the next levels. Then we go through and we have it's a really fun exercise called an LCG, life-changing goal. But in essence, this is like Jim Collins' personal BHAG. I think I've got jet skis behind me. Hopefully that's not too loud. But a BHAG from Jim Collins is a big, hairy, audacious goal. And what the BHAGs do is basically the studies prove that organizations that have very large but simple high-level goals that everybody gets behind, knows where they're going, it helps them as an organization have a clear vision of where they're going. What Life on Your Terms does is we actually have a life-changing goal which is very similar to that. And we've found that if people have that clear unifying goal, bigger than money, it helps them drive to the success that they're trying to get to in those different platforms. So once we have the life-changing goal, then we have different tools that are going to help people go through and very mechanically and very specifically create a roadmap so that they can achieve those goals using the same tools that a lot of strategic planners use around the world. And then we talk about ruthless but consistent and compassionate execution, processes for that, how do we create champions out of our spouses and our partners rather than saboteurs. But again, it's a whole variety of tools. And this is the same type of thing that if you're a physical coach, these things cross over. And it's a way that you can integrate these and take tools from here, 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 and here on how you can focus that in. And then that's going to help people become more and more successful on a broader stroke. But it also diversifies the type of work that you're doing. And it creates a more of a unique value proposition. Now, some people are wondering, okay, so how does this work? Well, we offer a course that's online, but then on top of that, we do group coaching as a whole over an 8-week course. And then at the end of that, you have the ability to become a quote unquote certified Life on Your Terms coach, which means you get the badge, you can resell the online Kajabi course. It allows you to participate, and you need to participate in our monthly masterminds, which in the monthly masterminds, we focus on 3 things. The monthly masterminds, we focus on how is it you can become a better coach, from facilitation to teaching, managing things. How can you utilize the Life on Your Terms tools as you need, but you don't have to. You get to dictate how you do that. And then lastly, how can you become better as a person, build your practice and become better at what you're doing. So if you have any interest in this, we'd love to hear from you. Please feel free to reach out. Again, lifeon-yourterms.com. And if you have other questions, bounce around, check out other places on the channel. Thanks for watching. Keep smiling.